Yes, I do poems a lot of times in places where people are up to other shit, so I realize that. But, I mean, if people don't want to, that's cool. So, yeah. I'm just going to do some poems. Everybody ready?
Yeah!
This first poem I'm going to do is called Maybe the World, Probably America, Definitely the Rust Belt. I hope y'all enjoy it. I live in a country that can make torture boring. Where death in the sky is less controversial than putting a sick dog to sleep. Where people rule and are ruled by their neighbors from the privacy of a voting booth and decline or renew their empathy in 4-year installments depending on whether their guy wins. I live in a country where hatred is a given. The only question is which kind you'll pick. Which group of broke-as-hell characters that don't give a damn what Rachel Maddow thinks of them get cut off from what little gas or free action slip their way this month. Whose turn is it now? The light-skinned ones in the trailer parks and backwoods, the dark-skinned ones in the resident blocks and barrios, and the ones of all shades on the tracks or in tents along the river. Remember, none of the above is not an option. These people have got to learn that there's going to be a reckoning for finding their own ways to scratch by without ever doing the same jobs as the dads in the sitcoms, for refusing to die or disappear, no matter how the jails tug like a magnet. But hey, we've got choices here, like who gets flooded out when the storm hits, flyover country or city neighborhoods where the pizzas don't get delivered. Choices like, are you going to leave your home voluntarily, or will they have to drag you out by force? Hey, we've got people here trying to make shit better. Too bad that most who fit that description were that we take the words in military funerals a little too seriously. Words like liberty, self-reliance, independence, lies in the mouths of the men who order them carved into marble, but still dangerous thoughts when taken too seriously. Their biggest problem with this place seems to be that we don't ask enough people for permission before we get a drink of water, that we don't know how to live as a community, so they hunt for those that do but don't use that word, and draft them against their will into one big community with a capital C that you can't run away from. But this ain't Europe yet. Thank God. There's still wilderness to flee to, even when our actions are data fed through a calculator, bent on creating an empire out of the most tolerable intolerability. The results still come up short. I write this from the Rust Belt, this country's sacrifice zone, except for all the other ones, like maybe you, like maybe me too. It's a place where the banks put door and window shaped stickers on their plywood to trick the short-sighted out of looting their building's copper guts. We have better odds of winning the radio station prize money from recognizing snippets of pop songs than you do of finding a job. Lights the casino, dance the white night away, a place that damn near has me convinced that ashes aren't enough. I spent the morning in Flint, exploring a maze built for water, but now more a home for spray paint and chalk. Messages that this place is more alive than it looks. Upside down crosses and right side up crosses. Hearts and gang tags. All the things people aren't afraid to break the law to say. All these signs of civil war to come. I've got these silly ideas about this place. Like I can trust it not to kill me. Like even if rubble's not enough, maybe it's a start. Like I can talk my way out of destitution, saying what my heart knows to be true, no matter how much my eyes beg to differ. Like I can keep adding to my birthday collection with scammed copies of copies of copies of copies of what a wonderful and shitty place this is. And if claps were pennies, we'd have enough gas to get to the West Coast on these poems. These postcards from hostile territory saying, wish you weren't here. Wish I wasn't either.